people, how's it going? Welcome to the Sunday Band Stories. Today this is going to be a long Sunday Band story. It's not really about any given band. This is about me when I was a young drummer in Dundee, learning my trade. And you could say I was a session drummer or a depth drummer, whatever you want to call them. You know, but anyway, what it was I'd probably maybe a Friday night sitting just getting ready to go with the guys, and the door would go, because back in the day we didn't have phones, you know, and the door would go and it would maybe be one of the guys from, I don't know, Push or Jefferson's band or something like that, and say, "You playing tonight, Hugh?" Or they'd call me Shuggy actually, and I'd say, "No, I'm going away with the guys. Do you want a dep, because we're stuck for a drummer?" "Yeah, okay." So I would go and dep with them someplace, you know, and it was quite good fun, you know. So there was one in particular time, I still remember, it was a New Year. It was Hogmanay, we call it in Scotland, and I was depping for Push, and we were playing in a pub just off the Lochie bypass. Now the Lochie bypass goes up towards Lift Road there, and if you turn that way you've got Sandy's Bar, because I remember, and just on Sandy's Bar you've got this wee road off the bypass, and I remember we went into Sandy's Bar for half time for a pint, and come back around to this bar. I can't remember what it was called, but anyway we were playing there at New Year. And what happened was, end of the night comes. Now I stood in me Push before, so I know what kind of money you get. And at the end of the night, they handed me something like, this beer's annoying. They didn't hand me something like, the beer's annoying, but they handed me something like £70 or something. And back in the 80s, £70, getting £70 handed to you as a young 18-year-old or whatever it was, it's quite a lot of money. So they handed me that, and I said to the guys, "Is this right?" And going, "Of course it is. What do you mean, is it right?" And I said, "Well, usually back in the day, you get paid like £35 or something." And they were all laughing, going, "Well, it's Hogmanay, so we'll get a bit more." I said, "Yeah, okay." I thought to myself, I know they all say I'm a quite good drummer. I said, but I thought, I'm not that good that I'm getting paid double, surely. But anyway, that was a good one. And student with loads of bands, student with Angel No. Back in the 80s, you got Knox, stood with them quite a lot. They were a great band. Who else is standing? I remember one night, my mate Ian, Dow and Sandy Finnan, they were playing in the Claver House. And now I just happened to be in the bar in the afternoon. I wasn't drinking, but I was in it. And Billy Laidlaw, the drummer, was there, and he was at a wedding. And I remember him saying to me, "Oh, are you playing tonight, man?" I says, "No." "Would you like the gig, man?" I says, "What is it?" He says, "Claver House." I says, "Who's it with?" So I couldn't remember the name of the band, but he told us anyway. So, "I just turn up, man, you'll be fine." So I turned up, and the band didn't even know that Billy wasn't going to be there. And he said, "All right, man, how's it going, Sean? What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm playing with you tonight," because Billy's kit was there already, you know. So I just turned up with my sticks. And they're like, "Bam." So half the time when I turned up, you know, there was no rehearsals with these bands. Nowhere to hide, what I would say. You know, like nowadays, you could hide behind your MIDI files or whatever, and that's not saying that the musicians that play behind MIDI files are not any good and they're rubbish or anything like that, because they're not. But there's a lot of musicians out there that they do hide behind MIDI files and stuff. But in MIDI, when I was learning Metroid, playing guitar or playing with drums, you needed to be able to play, or you wouldn't be in that band. Simple as that. You know, you'd be found out in seconds and you'd be sacked. So anyway, that's another story for another day. But yeah, I used to stand in with lots of bands. Jefferson. I couldn't tell you how many bands I stood in, you know. People were always knocking at my mum's door, and that's not me blowing my own trumpet. But I used to knuckle down and play what was needed. And, you know, I could overplay as well sometimes if you needed it. But yeah, so there's just a wee insight to some of the things I used to do back in the 80s. You know, like standing wee bands. So it's a wee bit of a longer Sunday band story, because usually I just put up clips of it. But yeah, lots of good times back in the 80s. And like I say, there was nowhere to hide in bands in the 80s. You either had to be a good player, or a decent player, or a fantastic player, whatever. But you couldn't hide. And then, I think you got to about the 90s, and then all the MIDI files started coming out. And then you got all these players that came out hiding behind stuff. I don't know many that hide behind stuff. I'm going back to my car now because I'm freezing cold. Oh, thank you for opening for me. Just getting this car, man. It's bloody cold. There we are. So, there you go. Sunday band story. Yeah. There's a lot more I could say, but what is the point? So there you are. Doing me quite a few bands. Probably lots more that I can't even remember of. Anyway, it's just a wee insight to being a session drummer, deputy session drummer in Dundee. I used to love it, you know. Keeps you on your toes. I used to say, oh, wonder what the set list's like tonight, you know. Because like I say, you didn't have a clue of the set list, and some of them didn't even have set list. You just turned up and they went, do you know this number, man? Let's go. And you're in, and that's it, and then you just play it, you know. But most of the time it was good stuff, but one of the bands that I really did, like I say, I really did enjoy playing with back in the day would have to be, Push. They were a great band, absolutely great band, fantastic. Mick Maroney, Stuart Robertson, I'm sure it was Tam Ferry, I think he's passed away now, R.I.P. Tam. And another band that I used to get up with quite often. I wasn't like depping with them, but just got up near the end of their gig. And was Ringer. Used to get up with Ringer quite a lot. And you know, as a young drummer, there was one song that they did, and they kept it till I got up. And thank you, Murdy. Thank you very much. And Steve, you know, and Grant, and the keyboard player. Can't remember his name. Oh Jesus, that escapes me. Anyway, so it was one night we were in this big pub. I can't remember what was that pub called now. Oh God. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The Marquee. There you go, the Marquee. We're playing there, and I got up. And I did the Billy Joel song, Miami, was at 2017, 2017 basically. Anyway, they did that, and as a drummer playing that song, oh man, what a tune. One of the best songs you could play on drums, to be honest with you, without doing a drum solo. You know, it's just a fantastic song, pushes and pulls and stops and starts, and yeah, great. So they are Ringer as well. Used to go up and deck with Ringer a lot. Yeah. And then as the 90s came in, well, you were standing with MIDI files, and I didn't enjoy that as much, to be honest with you. I liked to, because you can't hide. If you didn't know the song, you could bloody hide, you know, and I didn't like being a hiding player, you know. Not that I did hide, but, you know, I'd rather not play. I'd rather not stand in with a band and you know, hide. Nah, it's not my cup of tea, man. If you've got to hide, just sit in your bedroom and fucking play with yourself or something. I don't know. I'd rather do that than go and get up on stage with a band and fucking be a mimer or something, you know, a Joanna, whatever you want to call it. Everything's great. There's a guitar solo happening, I'm not even playing it. Nah, no, it's not for me, man. You know, I like to get in about it, man. I'm not a shoegazer. Anyway, there you go. We insight to being a drummer, spilling into a wee bit of guitar as well. And anyway, I'm saying that a lot, so I'm gonna check out now. So there you are. See you later. Sunday band stories. Woohoo!